Jeff. Yeah, buddy. Man, this ain't gonna work. I gotta get the fucking Allen. God damn it. I don't know. Jeff, I sent you. Oh my God. Jeffrey, click the link, Jeff. Jeffrey. Oh my God. Jeffrey, click the link. Who? Anybody that's in here wants to come on? Debbie, I see you, Debbie. Want to come on the live? Click the link. Anybody? 7 people. Come on, somebody ask me a question. Somebody ask me a question. Let's see. Not again. Dipstick. I got your dipstick. Yeah, I'm trying to get this live stuff going. Todd was supposed to do a live with me tonight. Do like a question thing, Debbie, and he's not feeling well because I'm going to be live streaming the classes on Friday. So I want to kind of get it right. Video. Let me see. For ultra wide auto. Front camera back. Let's see. I guess an embedded stream. Upgrade now. What are you talking about? I want to bring somebody on. I sent Jeff a link. What's up, Jolie? And Jeff Council. I don't know what's going on. So Rob, let me try to bring you on. I'm going to send you a link in Messenger. I'm trying to get used to this. So bear with me. Du-du-du. I gotta get an Allen key to hold that thing up. All right, Rob, try that, buddy. So basically, I want to stream the classes on Friday and Saturday. But I wanted to do a discussion tonight on this live stream about roadside safety, and I'm trying to bring somebody on, and then I'll upload a video, and we can discuss the video. Actually, let me upload the video now. Where we at? Upload the video. Rob, if you're still on there, see if you can click that link and join this app. Join in on here video.
They are getting so close. People definitely should move over.
It won't let you join?
Glad he was safe. A mistake can happen, please move over. No one cares.
Resend. Let me try to. Again, this is all trial and error right now. No, it won't let you do it. Invite. Let me send it to your phone to see what happens. I'm trying to get this. Not going to work. Oh my God. I don't have the fucking. Now try it. You tried. No. Fuck, man. I don't know how to do that. Should bring it to a screen like that. It says sign up or log in, continue with Google. Fuck, man. Oh, Jeff's here. Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yes, John, hello.
There you go. So what did you how did you get in here? You just clicked on the link?
Yeah, the other day it wanted to prompt me for a password, which I can't remember if I set one or not, but today it doesn't. The last two times it doesn't require a password, so
All right.
that's good. So
All
either
right.
it recognizes me or.
So I'm still trying to get used to this. Rob, you're fired, buddy. Let's see. What welcome. Let me see. All right, so I'm trying to so I don't think you need to see me. So let's see. Let's loop video.
They are getting so close. People definitely should move
Can
over.
you hear that, Jeff?
Yes, yes,
Can you?
Glad he
yeah,
was
that's perfect.
safe.
All right. Well, I can't hear you now because it's really loud in my ear.
You can't. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so I'm going to mute it. I don't think we need. So, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I was trying to find my. Somebody made a good comment. You know, we were talking back and forth. and somebody on one of the posts had made a good comment about. I was trying to remember how he worded it. Something like, well, so there were many guys saying to use the non-traffic side controls, but then there's other people that are saying, well, he's against the wall and he doesn't have room to. But this one guy said,
Right.
move your truck out just a little bit. How did he say it? I was trying to find it.
He basically angle the bed or the front of the truck, put in the lane, and then
Yeah,
he could squeeze.
he
But
said,
you don't want
I'll
to
make
do
you
that.
hit my truck before I'll let you hit me, something like that.
Right. But the problem with that is if you put any parts of that truck over that yellow line,
Hmm.
then you're, without taking a full lane, then you're risking an insurance, um, possible insurance claim if somebody hits the truck, or if you were to angle the corner of the bed out,
Right.
like, yeah, or keep the truck 2 foot away from the, and I wish Todd was here to shed some light on this. Now, I believe we are going to use this video here in the class on Thursday.
Yeah, it's an
Um,
interesting and complex subject. I would like to see us kind of allow, with certain conditions, maybe allow uh, going into the live lane a foot or two. As long as you use some other advanced warning protection, cones, flares, something to get driver's attention
right. Hold on, Rob.
on the rear corner of your scene. And
So,
then
so Rob, can you read the comments, Jeff?
yeah, which comments?
So Rob Miller, this guy's making a grave mistake that the truck too far out hits and flips. Yes, he should have used cones. Yes,
Okay.
or
Yeah, I see
some
it now.
kind of right, further down the road. What I would do in this situation, is I would call the state police, and get the state police to come back me up. Now, the problem with that is time. Now, my boss
Right.
allows us to charge the customer for wait time if the customer agrees. I had 2 incidents. One where the customer agreed to pay the difference due to my safety, and it turned out to be an extra $100 wait time by the time the state police got there. And the second time, they denied it, and unfortunately, for my safety, I had to let that lady know that she's neither going to have to get it to the other side of the highway because she was in the left lane. And I have, well, I think I have some other videos that I got to upload this weekend. But this kid's not Superman, and he's, what about a blocker? Yes, Diane, that's what I'm just talking about. A lot of people don't want to wait for a blocker or the state police. Tow trucks in PA are not allowed to take a lane. Not sure about in Florida. Um, Jeff, anything on there you want
Uh, what more comments? You mean?
to? What's any more thoughts?
Yeah. I found my notes where this guy. It's actually Eric Van Meter, who has been making some pretty decent posts recently. I've been seeing his name a lot recently. Um, I can read it real quick.
Hold that
He
thought,
said,
Rob.
okay.
Go
Oh,
ahead, Jeff.
he said, I'd have left my passenger side tail kicked out just a few inches and been driver side at the wall. If they cut their car on my deck, then they're ignoring the law anyway when they did. And so I'll add something there. Again, we get into how are you or how far are you into that live lane? And if so, with a sharp corner of a bed, that's a concern. So we
You
got to be
never want to
careful
take a half a lane. You want to take the
there.
whole lane.
Yeah.
And so Rob says other option would be at times it may take 1 to 2 hours, which makes it longer situation is unsafe place.
Right.
On that situation, if I'm calling the state police, Rob, for backup, then I am not waiting nowhere near that vehicle. I will wait down, upstream where the on ramp is at the on ramp shoulder or up somewhere safe, have the officer meet me there and then follow me down. There is a video I want to bring up. I want to see if I can't find it. Maybe we'll have another discussion tomorrow. We'll try to do separate videos. But this, I mean, he's basically right, Rob. So he's basically telling people to just, he's got no high vis on. Okay. Todd's starting to push the helmets. In a situation like that, maybe he should be wearing a helmet in case he does get clipped. Uh, Either side, whether you work controls. Now, I did see a comment which was kind of interesting. Um, Basically, use a endless loop strap, hook it around your winch cable, and pull up, and that will winch. And you can stand on the wall and do that. But again, we teach basically escape route. So whatever's on the other side of that wall would be his escape route, whether that be the northbound lane or southbound lane. So that might not be an option. It's safer than doing where he's doing, but basically, and I've seen a girl, Ashley, was up against a Jersey barrier, and it was a wider one, and she was actually on the Jersey barrier, reaching down to work her bed. Much safer than what this guy's got going on here.
Hmm. Yeah.
What do you
So
say?
Rob, I'd like to reply to Rob, um,
Okay, go ahead.
where he says he should use cones and or some lights, which okay, I agree with, but close the lane down further back. I do not agree with closing the live lane if not absolutely necessary. It's a very complex subject, I understand, but more and more as I study these crashes, and I see how so many of them occur in live lanes, or you start to back up traffic, and we know how drivers are. They're late braking and abrupt braking, and then before you know it, you got a chain reaction, pile up crash into a rear end of somebody. So we got to be careful of that and try and avoid that. And so for those reasons, more and more, I'm of the opinion of don't close the live lane unless absolutely necessary.
Well, in this situation, I would deem it necessary, but with police. Again, in PA, we are not allowed as tow truck operators to take a lane.
Yeah, even
That's
then,
a
in this case, with a basically full width shoulder, I know it's tight, but it's full width. Maybe take a foot or two of the lane if you need to. The lanes are generally
nah,
pretty
because
wide, but
getting
get the job done.
not to cut you off, Jeff, but
Yeah.
getting back to where I said, if he takes part of that, if any part of that truck is over that yellow line, and a car hits that tow company's most likely going to be liable. So we're getting into insurance, which we're going to start at some of these classes, having Andrew Meinster at these classes to
Okay.
explain the insurance end of it.
Yeah. So here,
Um,
so protect the rear corner of that truck with, possibly a police vehicle that's also overlapping into the live lane a foot or two. You're not taking the whole lane, but
you
so you're
have to take the whole
minimizing.
lane. The
I don't
reason
agree with
being
that.
you have to take the whole lane is if you have a half a lane and
Mhm.
traffic starts to back up, people are going to try to squeeze between that in that half a lane. So
But
you
I
want to
didn't say
take
a
the
half a
full
lane.
lane so that they don't try to squeeze by.
Yeah, I didn't say a half a lane.
Ah, okay.
I said 1 or 2 feet of it,
No,
and
you don't even want to do that.
12,
That's the same.
12 feet wide.
Uh,
So my goal is to minimize risk of a crash.
right,
We don't want a crash to occur in any form.
right. Extra truck fee, Rob. Yep.
And so if we can keep our profile low against that, into the shoulder, and as small as the profile as we can, um, yeah, you might get some cars that try to squeeze through, but if we can keep them from actually crashing into a live lane obstruction, that's ideal, right?
And another thing is, I'm wondering what the breakdown was. I mean,
Mhm.
um, and see, in a situation like that, if the vehicle runs, I'm driving it up on the bed, and I
Okay.
will strap the one side down, drive all, and I could get the one side, from basically squeezing.
Yeah.
So Rob says, yeah, yep, I do was hit by a guy in his tow mirrors, thrown into traffic, about killed the driver. Right. They don't care, kill you, whether they need to go. Yeah, you're right. The company would be the cause. Right. So if part of that truck is in the lane and he's saying the mirror, um, then the tow company would be liable for crash. And that's the sucky part about. So Eric Hendrick, he said he's definitely working the controls from the other side of the bed. Eric, would you like to elaborate a little more? Now, on the other side of the bed is a Jersey wall. So that bed is pretty much pinned up against the Jersey wall. Jeff's face is in the way. I don't know if I can move his face around here. Uh, uh,
Whoa. Yeah, maybe at
look
the
at
top.
this. Let me see. There's. What do we got? Uh,
There you go.
let's see what we got. There's
Yeah,
just
go
a
back
couple
one.
of.
That was okay. Yeah.
I mean, you don't really need to see me, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Let me do this here. No,
There you go. You don't need to
there you
see me
go.
either.
I could pause. Let me see. Now you see the Jersey walls right there, and yes, I'm right. It's neither eastbound or westbound traffic coming the other way.
Hmm.
So I can't see the comments now. What we
So yeah,
got?
I think we can all agree that this guy is in a very high risk zone, in the kill
Right,
zone.
right.
Um, One of my comments and thoughts that I had is, you know, all that he can do at this point is he and both and also his camera is watch himself get hit and, worst case killed.
That's what
He
somebody had
doesn't.
said.
Yeah, he doesn't have an escape path. He's not really ready to escape. Um,
Right. But Derek, on the other side of that barrier is the northbound or southbound traffic. So he would be standing in a live lane going the other way.
mhm.
And it's a Jersey barrier, and they're about 3.5 foot. So, all right, let me bring another video on. Let me remove that one. Let me upload. Good. I'm glad we're doing this because I'm getting. Let me see what we got here. Invite guest. Where the hell? Oh, here we go. Video. Is it this one?
This expedition.
Let me see.
Look at that sign.
Yeah,
So this
you
one,
already explained.
No, I know, but I'm
this
just
one
saying, like, what a
is a
coincidence.
Florida
Yeah.
one. I
Wow.
uploaded.
Florida law has it that any vehicle on the side of the road, you need to move over one lane.
You said any vehicle.
Any vehicle. So the law changed. It used to be just for emergency vehicles, tow truck drivers, things of that nature. But now it applies to everybody. So if you're on the shoulder, vehicle breaks down, you got to change a tire, whatever, your hazards are on. In this case, my emergency lights are on. You need to move over one lane. If you're unable to move over one lane, you need to drop down your speed 20 below the speed limit. So 75 here is 70 miles an hour. You need to drop it down to 50. That's only if you're unable to move over.
All right.
Can you restart that one more time? Just the beginning of it.
Yeah, I'm going to reloop it. I'm going to loop it because I got to find this other video.
This expedition. Look at that
Look
sign.
at that picture over there.
Yeah, you already explained.
No, I know,
Now,
but I'm
this is
just
a good
saying,
one
like, what
for
a
the Florida class
coincidence.
because we're in
Wow.
Florida.
Florida law has it that any vehicle
Yeah, maybe if you want to go to the
on the side of the
beginning
road,
this and pause it.
you need to move over one lane.
You said any vehicle.
Any vehicle.
didn't-
So the
give me
law
a second,
changed.
Jeff.
It used to be just for emergency vehicles, tow truck drivers, things of that nature. But now it applies to everybody. So if you're on the shoulder, vehicle breaks down, you got to change a tire, whatever, your hazards are on, in this case my emergency lights are on, you need to move over one lane. If you're unable to move over one lane, you need to drop down your speed 20 below the speed limit. So 75 here is 70 miles an
that's
hour.
wrong
you need to
there.
drop it down to 50. That's only if you're unable to move over.
And I'm going to explain that in a second.
This expedition.
So watch that again a couple seconds, and then I will explain
You already
why
explained.
dropping it
No, I
20
know,
miles
but
an
I'm
hour
just saying,
so
like, what a
drastically is
coincidence.
not-
Wow. Florida law has it that any vehicle on the side of the road, you need to move over one lane.
You said any vehicle.
Any vehicle. So the law changed. It used to be just for emergency vehicles, tow truck drivers, things of that nature. But now it applies to everybody. So if you're on the shoulder, vehicle breaks down, you got to change a tire, whatever, your hazards are on, in this case my emergency lights are on, you need to move over one lane. If you're unable to move over one lane, you need to drop down your speed 20 below the speed limit. So 75 here is 70 miles an hour. You need to drop it down to 50. That's only if you're unable to move over.
Over vehicle.
This expedition. Look at that sign.
Yeah, you already.
No, I know, but
All
I'm
right, I'm gonna
just saying,
stop
like, what a
that. I'm gonna mute
coincidence.
that.
Yeah.
All right, so that one, shit, I got it. This is, give me a second. Technical difficulties. All right. So let me see, Rob. Let's see what Rob's got to say. I got wrong, but my rate. Okay. So no, Eric. Basically, no. There's no median. It's just the Jersey barrier. Um, so basically, if you were to jump over that wall, you're in the northbound or southbound live lane. This one where the officer says that, and I'm going to get rid of this video and bring another one on in a minute. Where he says drop down below down 20 miles an hour. If you're going 70 miles an hour, most people are going 75 plus. If you drop down drastically from 70 to 50, then you could create a secondary accident.
Mhm.
And that's what we are trying to avoid.
Right.
Upload photo
I
library.
agree.
Give me 1 second, buddy.
There's times when not slowing down that much is maybe safer than slowing down too much, like you're saying. I agree.
Yeah, it's not more than 20 miles an hour below the posted speed limit. I'm trying to find that video. Let me see here.
So I'll make a comment on this. This guy with his boom, when the car passes, it's a little
Right,
bit it's over dramatic. It's a bit dramatic for effect. His car is a couple feet uh, off away from the live lane. He's fully on the shoulder, quite a ways away from the live lane of traffic, and he himself is also. I don't know if he's standing beside his car or what, but anyway, he's not at great risk of getting hit as long as traffic stays in live lanes as they're supposed to. Um,
right,
so risk is relatively low. Um, as I shared with you, my biggest concern is the car driver remains side by side with the semi, right, past
right,
this scene. My first preference would be, at least get into some staggered spacing, get away from somebody that's beside you in case you have to move over, or to move over as a next step. The first step is to get away from the guy that's next to you.
right.
So slowing down would achieve that. But I don't think it warranted pulling the guy over for it. It was not a significant violation.
All right, let me see video. Upload photo library. Cancellation favorites. This one. Add. And then photo library. Give me a minute, fellas. Favorites. This one. All right, as they upload, let me see what Rob is saying. Yeah, Pennsylvania law now is basically the same. Here it is. All right, let's upload it. Let me see. Oh, you should not. Why is this fucking photo library? Huh. Videos. I'm trying to find the one, Jeff, where the guy runs over the cones. Here it is.
Oh yeah, 6 cone.
Yeah.
Right next to the bed of the.
So give it a minute.
This video is working well, John. It seems like.
Yeah, I'm using my I just gotta get it. All right, I know. Um, it's kind of to figure out sizes. Maybe I can, do it in a landscape type deal and have a bigger photos of us. But that's why I kind of wanted the computer. Oh, here it is. So this one, let's watch it. Let me loop it. Give me 1 second, Jeff. All right. All right, Jeff. What do you think?
Yeah. So I was just noticing again. I kind of forgot about this and reminded myself of it. You can see that it's a split scene. It looks like there's somebody stopped on the right side of the roadway, the right shoulder. Um, and so you're
Right.
squeezing approaching cars coming, passing by your scene between those two sides.
Okay. So now, what you just saying that, going back to that video where the guy was working on the traffic side, you're creating the same hazard if your truck is over that line. You follow
Yes,
me?
somewhat.
Yes, I'm right, and
Yeah,
you
but
know I'm right.
the advantage is you're going back to protecting your human, your vulnerable human. He's on the more protected on the non-traffic side. Um, yeah, we just have to do our best to try and protect that corner protruding into the lane with.
which which would be state police shutting down the lane.
But I still don't think you need a full lane.
But
I think you can take 1 or 2 feet.
well,
But that's a big discussion, big subject to discuss.
again, you take a half a lane, people are so regardless if the cop is 2 feet over and traffic starts to back up from rubberneckers, people are going to try to squeeze between that police officer and that 3/4 of a lane or 7/16 of a lane or 9/16 of a lane that they have. People
Yeah.
are, we're dealing with the general public that are a bunch of
So would you
idiots.
rather somebody squeeze through and maybe sideswipe a car, this police car, or would you rather have them slam into the rear of that police car?
I mean, either way, the way that the best management
Mm.
practices in traffic incident is shut the lane
Yeah,
down. Don't ever take a half a lane or a
yeah, I
quarter
do hear
lane.
that in the training, and I think we should have some discussions on that, and maybe
And that's
revise
why
it.
Todd's not feeling well. So I wish he
Yeah,
was. I don't know. Can you guys see the background? It's kind of cool. Um, they'll be shooting fireworks off in 30 minutes. I got a badass room. I fucking sorry. I'm fat. I got to release my belt and my fat. So let me see what these videos are, Rob's. But again, if that's a split scene, I'm getting and that brings me back to the other video where the girl launched. Now, this this particular situation, the guy, it looks like the lights on the tow truck are
oh yeah. So
flashing,
this is on the floor of the turnpike, uh, according to my notes. Uh,
right?
it was sometime in 2022 because the only comment I have was last year, which that comment was made in 2023. So it was sometime in
Right.
2022, apparently.
Let me see. Rob sent me a couple videos. Let me see. Open TikTok. Rob, I don't know if you're here, but still here. Oh, he got this one. So not available. So, any thoughts? I don't know if anybody's in here. We got 3 people in here.
But yeah, it's a good case study. He's fully out of the live lane, which is good. He's got his cones out, which is good. Um, he's on the non-traffic side, and so he didn't get hit, which is good. So he kind of did everything right here. I thought I had seen a comment. Well, yeah. So the dash cam here, the the camera that we're seeing the footage of is from the dash cam of a squad car, I think, some sort of dash cam.
Right,
So he's got some other physical blocker protection just behind him, which is also good.
right. Hold on, give me 1 minute. You can talk,
Yeah.
Jeff.
So those are my thoughts. It's a yeah another good case study.
Who else is in here and wants to come on this? I can bring up to 6 people. Oh, I want to try multiple people. So if you guys, anybody's still in here, there's not many, but we're just getting started here. If anybody wants to send me their videos that they come across, such as this, that we can use for discussion, please feel free.
Yeah, I wish I could find more info
Uh,
on this one to know if the driver was impaired or distracted or what happened here.
right. Who else is in here? I don't know what overlay means. What is that? Ah, okay. Got it. Ah, wait a minute. If I do that, I can do this. Let me see. Son of a bitch. I gotta get a fucking Allen key tomorrow and fix this up. So overlay, so it'll be this. Or that. Let me see. I don't know how to exit that out now. Fuck. Oops. Anyway, I can't see. There we go. Let me see what else we got in the files right now. What's up, Disney? Who else is in here? Put your name in the chat. Say yo if you want to come on, and I'll try to send you a link to come on the chat. Where am I streaming on? I'm streaming. So we're streaming on YouTube, Facebook,
Oh, I found it.
Twitch.
Found it, John. Found the info. August 11th, 2022.
Okay,
Tri-County Towing.
that was this one.
Tri-County Towing was Florida Highway Police State Trooper.
So text me the name of that company, because if I see
Yeah.
any T-shirts with their on, maybe I'll try to
Yeah.
find them, or I'll ask in the class. Is anybody here from?
It's Osceola
That's a
County.
good idea.
You know where that's at? Osceola County.
No, doesn't
No.
matter. We have 100 people signed, 140 people signed up for the class, and I think 60 of them said that they were definitely coming. Todd did a um, a pre-questionnaire, like how many been hit, how many this, how many that, whatever, and then how many, are you guys going to show up, blah blah blah. And I think 60 of them said they were definitely showing up. So
Good.
it's a good thing. So maybe one of them is maybe somebody from that company is in here. I think I'm going to have
What time
to
is the training?
put everybody's. It is Thursday. Thursday. Um, at yes, Thursday at what's it, 2 to 4, I think, and then no, Friday 2 to 4, Saturday 2 to 4, and then for the people that can't um get both days, um we're going to hold web a web based um completion class.
Okay.
Let's see if you guys are on here. Somebody's watching. Share this live. Todd Lease was supposed to attend tonight, and he's not feeling too well, so we don't want Todd to be sick for the classes, so I'm trying to see. But anybody got any questions? Whoever's in here, we only got a couple people in here, so come on in, people. 2 shares. Come on in and discuss this video. All right. If not, I'm going to end this live. I think we're going on 45 minutes. I think it was a pretty decent discussion. And Jeff, I thank you. Would you share it? Would you
I
send,
just
Jeff?
sent you this video that shows a wider view, a camera view of the scene. The Instagram post.
So that trooper's what? Let me try to bring that. Let me try to do this. Yeah, there's a guardrail blocking the other oncoming traffic lane.
Oh,
Let me. You see that?
so I guess it wasn't a split scene. Was it just the guardrail that I
Nope.
was seeing? Maybe it's just the guardrail I'm seeing. All right, so I take that back.
I'm downloading. I got to upload it, download it, and
All
then
right,
load
maybe
it.
that's what I was seeing. There's a semi that stopped after the crash on the right side, so maybe I was misled by
Right.
that. Sorry about that.
You're good, buddy. All right, let me upload this video. Give me a
Yeah, I'm
minute.
glad I found this finally.
Let me just go to my. Uh, I'm going to change the background. Let me see here. Yeah, that dude completely. He had to be distracted driving. I'm slowing that down, and I'm gonna do that. Let me get here. Hang tight. Whoever's in here, hang tight. I don't know. I'm gonna duplicate this and then slow the second. Where's the speed, 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 speed.
28-year-old female driver. She was issued a citation. She was
Really?
issued a citation for failing to move over.
All
See, one
right.
way I think about this, and I'm critical of, a citation like that is you could be given a citation for that while staying in your own lane and failing to move over. This girl left her lane and drove onto the shoulder in order to
Hold
crash into these bright orange cones and flashing lights. So she didn't just fail to move over. She went off the roadway and crashed into this scene.
Right. Give me 1 second. Speed slow. All right. All right. Export. Okay. Give me a few minutes. I don't know who's still in here. Says two. I don't know if that's just you and I, but that's why I'm keep looping the video. Wonder if I could share it directly to Restream. Let me see. More done. Save video. Let me see now, Jeffrey. This is actually working out pretty good,
Yeah.
buddy.
Oh.
Um, cancel. I gotta figure this out. Cancel. Let me see here. Hold on a minute. My phone battery. Your phone battery died. Oh God. Are you kidding me, buddy? What the fuck? Jeffrey, you should have plugged your battery in. Jeffrey. Well, I'm not going to read that. Plug your battery back in, buddy. What the fuck? Where did he go? I'm loading up a video. Photo library. There we go. All right, well, we'll pick this up again at another date. Tomorrow night, maybe. We'll discuss some other videos. I don't know who's left on here, but thanks, guys, for watching. Um, Subscribe, follow me. I am new to the streaming, and we are going to base this streaming on roadside safety for first responders and highway workers, tow truck operators.